Hello, now let us come to the conclusion of this poem. At the end of the poem, we are going to summarize everything, all the points. And here, see, this poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, was written by Rabindranath Tagore. As we know that he is the Nobel Prize receiver in the year 1930 for his literary work. And here we can so once again discuss the few points related to the poem. This poem has only 11 lines, and this poem is not at all a sonnet. The sonnet has only 15 lines. Where the mind is without fear is the poem written in the year of 1900 in the Bengali language. Later it was translated in the year of 1911 mm, by the same by Rabindranath Tagore. So actually here in this poem I would like to convey to us about the freedom and the honesty and the concept of the education and how we have to be brave enough, what type of barriers we have to remove in to get the unity. All the points were discussed in this short poem. Now let us discuss one by one and what type of points we may get here. What other title can we suggest for this? Where the mind for without is there? Can we suggest any other title? Yes, we can suggest that one, Heaven of the Freedom. Another good title of the Tagore poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, would be the Heaven of the Freedom. In the entire poem, Tagore has expressed his views about the qualities that his countrymen need to develop in their character in order to lift the nation to a state where freedom would be felt at its best. He has prayed to the Almighty to raise his country to heaven of freedom, so it would have been an apt title for the poem. What is the other title we can choose here? Heaven of the Freedom also suitable for this because here what he would like to state here, where freedom would be felt at its best. And in what ways are the narrow domestic wall harmful to the nation? In what way? People of India are divided into different caste, creed, color, and religion. Due to these walls of the different caste, creed, color, and religion, our India is broken into pieces. So this should be stopped since people can't attain perfection with this. So here domestic walls called narrow because these walls baseless superstition restriction individuals to have a broad thinking. It makes one of his own group of caste, creed, religion without bothering about the world. It breaks the unity and forms groups. And what, according to the poet, are the hurdles in achieving the perfection? According to the poet, the laws of morality and the rule of illogical superstitious belief keep people from going forward. Fear and the lack of self dignity, ignorance, laziness, untruthfulness, and prejudice are the hurdles in the way of reaching the top. And which figure of speech is used in the line where the tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection? Here, the above four lines is an example of personification. Personification is the attribution of a personal nature or human characteristics to something non-human, or the representation of an abstract quality in human form. In the presence presented above, tireless striving stretches its arms as if it is a human being having arms. So human characteristics are attributed to abstract idea here. And next, what type of mental conditions does the poet think to be required to attain the real freedom in the poem? As far as mental condition is concerned, the poet has especially mentioned two aspects of mind, fearlessness and the broad mindedness, which are required to attain real freedom. Describe any two qualities Tagore wants to inculcate in his countrymen. What type of qualities? The two qualities which the poet wants to his countrymen to have in them is fearlessness and confidence. The poet says that he wants the people of his country to hold their head high, but how can it be? A person can only hold his head high if he does not have fear of anyone in his heart and when he is confident within himself. What is broken into fragments and how? According to the poet, the world, the unity of people has been broken up into fragments. The world is broken up by the narrow domestic walls like the caste system, social classes, and religion, color, creed, and so. Here, the poet wants to say that whole world has been divided on the basis of caste, color, creed, religion, etc. He says that the world is not united as one, and he prays to the Almighty to help the people of world to rise to that level of perfection where these things cannot divide the world. What is the theme of the poem here at the end? Finally, the theme of the poem. In his poem, Rabindranath Tagore prays to the Almighty to lift his country to a state where freedom would be felt and enjoyed in the best way possible. Heaven of Freedom refers to here when India was under the British rule, so he wanted his country to get freedom from the hands of the external rulers. But the poet felt that mere political freedom was not so important if his countrymen were not good and virtuous enough to enjoy that freedom fully. So that's why here Rabindranath Tagore prayed to the God to make his country a place where the mind is without fear and head is held high. Moreover, people should be knowledgeable, rational, truthful, hardworking, and broad-minded to make his nation to achieve true freedom, a kind of spiritual freedom. That is the theme of the poem. And here there are two phrases where the mind is led forwarded by thee into ever widening thought and action. Could you explain this one? According to the poet, qualities like self dignity, knowledge, unity, rational thinking, truthfulness, and hard work are also needed for achieving and enjoying true freedom. So this is the theme of the poem, and here to achieve anything here we need unity and everything.